Hey, you guys. So, I just wanted to make a video. I know the last video that I made was like Tuesday, I believe. And it wasn't like a very good video to like all of a sudden not post. So, I'm sorry. Um, Actually, I have a funny story. Um, so, you know how I was saying that I was starting to exercise and I had like a workout routine and I was going to do, workouts twice a day. Okay, well, technically, I started Sunday night, but like when it was like both workout, like both days, I'm sorry, twice a day wasn't until Monday where I did it Monday morning, Monday night. So Monday morning, well, Sunday, fine, everything's good. And the kind of workout that I was doing was more of um, like a Zumba kind of thing. So it was like a lot. It was like dancing kind of routine thing, workout, whatever. Um, and so Sunday night did it. Monday morning, fine. Monday night, cool. And I have these 5 pound weights, okay. And so what I was doing with the weights is while I was dancing, I was like with the weights, right? Like kind of like hands up in the air, whatnot. Um, so yeah. So that was Monday morning, Monday night. Everything's fine. Tuesday morning, still did okay. I mean, I can kind of feel it, but it was like I felt the burn. I'm like, okay, no, it's working, right? No pain, no gain, right? Well, so Tuesday was election day. So I was off work. The kids were off school. So we're at home. I'm doing my workout in the morning, kind of going about my day, doing whatever. Halfway through my day, and I couldn't really move my arm. Like it hurt like a lot. And I'm like, dude, what the heck? So it's really not funny because I was literally in tears uh Tuesday night because I couldn't move it. I couldn't really do much. And I'm like, no. So like my whole shoulder, my left shoulder, like all of it. Like I can't. I mean right now it's better, but man, since Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, look, there's too many days. Like, so I really was just gonna do a video just to kind of say, hey, I'm cool. Like, sorry, that last video I left was like not, I was in a bad place and I shouldn't have just like dropped off social media like that. But everything's cool. I'm fine. Like, I mean, I think I was in that mood for like a couple of days, but really I was fine after that. But so I was just going to say that I was injured and it takes me twice as long to get things done, whether it just be whatever, laundry or dishes or whatnot, because I can barely move my arm, or I could barely move it. Today was a little better. I've had a heating pad on it. I've done everything that I could on my own as far as like massaging it and like, whatever. Um, and actually, I have a friend at work and she said, you have to um, speak to it, like leave my body. It's like, so I did that yesterday. So it's kind of crazy how today I mean, it really is better. But so like I said, I was just gonna do a video and just say that I was injured and I'm sorry I haven't been doing these videos and whatnot. But I think what I want to talk about is, so I learned something new, and it's in regards to my injury. So obviously my body's not used to exercising. And so I was told that I should have rest days. And I did it. I mean, I had Sunday night, I did my two workouts on Monday, and then I did my workout on Tuesday, and then I wasn't able to get my second one in. And so, because my body's not used to it, like I'm suffering the consequences. Like, I should have done my research. I should have really had a plan. And it was more of like I just dove in um, because I want to change. So, there's, you got to think about, I'm trying to figure out how I want to word this. Um, so, like, I should have had a plan. I should have researched as far as like what kind of exercises could I do, exercises for beginners, stuff like that. And so, because I didn't, I'm hurt now, like really hurt. I was hurting. Like it was hard to even laugh, like really do anything. Like I like pulled a muscle like so bad that I couldn't. Those planks, I did planks, never again. But so I guess what I'm trying to get into as well is like before you do something, um not just, like with exercising, like research and stuff, but like um just when you're about maybe when you're getting ready to take a huge step, something um as far as like change in your life, or you want to do something different. Um, so, pray about it first. Because maybe when you just dive in, it's not going to have a good outcome. So, pray about it, before you do something. Um, I'm not really trying to tell y'all, like, you guys always have to pray. I'm not trying to make y'all to be on this same path spiritually as I am. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. It's just, it's so crazy how certain things happen and are just lined up. And so, like, with me, God has spoken to me so many times, and it's hard for me to not and try and get others to see what I've seen, to feel what I've felt, to hear what I've heard now that I'm on this journey, on this path where I know God. And so it's hard for me to not try and get all those that I care and love about to get on the same path, because it is amazing. Um I mean, who would have thought, with me getting injured is going to be sitting here talking about, this on this video. So it's like he is always there. He really is always there. We're constantly on the run that we don't see him because we're not paying attention. We don't hear him because we're always talking. And like I'm sitting here and like kids are asleep, and I mean it's late, but that's okay. Um but sometimes you have to sit in silence and just listen, and he'll talk to you. I mean, I know he does to me, and it's just amazing. Like it's hard to explain. Like there's just certain thoughts that all of a sudden just pop in your head. But they're not really thoughts. It's almost like you're having a conversation. At least I am. I mean, I know I used to be like I'm always talking to myself. But he's here all the time. And so we just have to really listen, and he's there. So before you go and do something, pray about it. So another story. It's a little personal, so you guys don't really have to stick around for it. But so I'm not afraid to tell y'all some of my personal stuff, just because I feel like in order for y'all to really believe me, like I have to give you like real life examples. Like I have to really like tell you. So, um, so I have 3 kids. I have an 11-year-old boy, a 9-year-old girl, and a 6-year-old boy. My 9 and 11-year-old have one dad, and my 6-year-old has a different dad. The 6-year-old, um, his dad is not in the picture. He's never met him, whatever. Cool. My oldest two, they do have their dad who's involved, and it's been a few years where he's been somewhat of, consistent of like every other weekend. I mean, it's still a struggle. Like, there's a lot of fixing to do, but at least that he's in their lives. Really, I don't know if that's really a plus because it's still negative, but that's not the point. So, so it's been crazy, obviously with those 2 relationships, they failed. And of course, I'm going to be like, the next relationship I get into, it's going to be like, do I really want to go through it again? So anyway, oh, that hurt to breathe. Oh, okay. So where I'm trying to get to is, so there's this guy, and of course we flirt, whatever, it's cool. So long story short, um I did something, and I should have thought about it first, or I should have prayed about it first to see if that really was the move that I should have made. And I didn't. I just went for it just because I was being stupid. And um so let's just say it was one of those things where, I mean, you're kind of flirting, but then you're kind of like trying to see, where the other person, kind of feels about the whole thing. And I mean, obviously he flirts back, but it can be like an innocent thing where we just kind of go back and forth. So I did one of those where I actually like kind of like asking him out, but not really asking him, but kind of. So I just went for it without really thinking, and I came out of it with my feelings hurt. But that's what happens when you don't pray about it. So we're really good friends. Like we've been really good friends for like 2 years, like just really cool friends. Um and so obviously 2 years, like now it's starting to be more of like we flirt and whatever. Well, anyway, so like I said, like I try to ask him out, but it wasn't really asking him out. And instead of praying about it, whether that was the right move, I just went for it. And not that my feelings got hurt like I was like, oh my god, like me. No, not that. It was more of like, I knew it. Like, now I'm just gonna make it awkward. Now he ain't really gonna talk to me the same. So now I just ruined that friendship. Um, and so, like, after he didn't really reply as fast as he was before I sent that last message, I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, he didn't reply. He feels some type of way now. Like, now I just done ruined it. And I'm sitting there and I'm praying about it. And what I prayed was, because it's been a while since I've dated, I said, if this guy is really the guy, I don't want to say worthy, but if he's the guy that should be my, I guess, first kiss, because it's been a while since I've dated. So I was like, if this is the guy, then he's gonna reply back, and we are going, maybe out to lunch or dinner over the weekend, like, whatever. Um, if he doesn't reply, then I know that we're just really good friends, and it needs to stay that way, and I need to stay in my lane. And so he never replied. And I'm fine with it. Like, I prayed about it. So now I know that it's fine. Like, I should have known this. Like, why would I ruin a friendship just because I wanted to see if it can be any like something else. Like I don't know. So I guess the point I'm trying to get to is before you just jump to something, pray about it. It really does help. At least it does for me, and it gives me assurance that I know God's listening and he does want the best for us. He has a plan for us. He knows. And what's crazy, I just read this. I'm reading a book, and in it said something about I'm trying to remember the exact words. It was something like along the lines like God knew the storms that you would go through, but he made you strong enough to get through them. Now, that is not the exact wording of it, but I think it's close enough. But so, there's like those sayings like, God gives his toughest battles to his toughest warriors or soldiers, whatever. But it's more of he knew what you were going to go through, and he's already made you strong enough to get through it. So just pray about it before you and it may not be necessarily like my example, obviously that's not what I'm trying to say like in that regard, but like just anything, whether it be a job, a car, if you're trying to buy a car, if it's the right car, if you're trying to figure out which job to take, pray about it. He will talk to you. He will give you a sign. We just have to listen. Like, we have to listen, and he will talk to you. It's crazy, I know, but it's true because I know. I just know. Because I know he talks to me and he gives me signs all the time. It's just we have to really pay attention. We really have to pay attention. It really hurts, y'all. But yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I know this video is like way extra long. I'm sorry. I was just trying to say that I was injured. And before you go doing something, research, make a plan, and then do it. I'll pray about it and then do it. Or if it's in regards to making a decision about something, pray about it, and God will speak to you. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I will do my best to stay on top of this every day. Like I said, I'm injured still. I don't understand why it still hurts, but it does. And so it takes me twice as long to get things done, and it makes me like, now it's like 12 o'clock, and so I'm sitting here and I'm not done. But I really wanted to hop on here because I didn't want to worry anybody like, oh, she just like was in a dark place and now all of a sudden she ain't been on social media. But yeah, everything's good, and I hope you guys are good. Reach out to me, send me a message, comment, make a post, something, and we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out together. I'll try and I don't know, give you the best advice that I can. If I don't have the right answers or the right things to say, I'm definitely gonna pray about it, and that God sends me the right tools to help you guys. So yeah, you guys have a good evening. Again, sorry for this long video. But you guys have a good night.